Okay, so you've been shaving with your Henson razor for a while, and you've tried a few different things. You got this Omega boar brush from your local drug mart. It's pretty cheap. It was only like 15 bucks maybe. At the same time, you bought some Parasso shaving cream, and you really like that stuff a lot. But then you saw this other thing, this Nivea shaving cream, and you know what? You really didn't like it, but you're dead set on making use of it. So what are you gonna do? Well, add some glycerin maybe, and maybe some of this chamomile essential oil. It's supposed to be good for your skin. So you mixed them up in a spare bottle that you had, and yeah, let's see what happens. So you put a little in the bowl that you stole from the kitchen, along with some of that Nivea shaving cream, bring out the brush a bit, and now you're going to start lathering it up. You've gotten pretty good at lathering. It's not that difficult, just takes a little bit of practice. You know, you have to watch it, add a little bit of water, take your time. It ends up really nice as long as you pay attention to what you're doing. You know, like don't put in too much water or too little. Take your time building the lather, don't stop early. You know, don't beat it to death, right? So anyway, that lather looked pretty good, so now let's get the razor ready. So grab the blade using the tab on the short end only, right? This is a second use blade now. You've used this one before, one time. Put it into the razor head or onto the top cap, put the base plate on, and screw the handle on. You've done this so many times now that you don't even really have to think about it. But you should think about it because it's really sharp. It's pretty easy to do. You've gotten into the habit of just making sure that the blade reveal looks even on both sides, even though with the super tight tolerances on this razor, it's never out. The only way it could be out is if you made a major mistake in loading. Anyway, this lather's going on really nice, and you're anticipating a good shave, although you're kind of afraid you might be disappointed. Hard to say. You had high hopes for this shaving cream when you first bought it, this Nivea stuff. You'd been really happy with other Nivea products you'd used in the past, but while this shaving cream made really nice lather, it really wasn't very slick at all. It did not make for a comfortable shave. This, however, it's feeling pretty good. This is actually way better than you remember this cream being. So maybe, well, it's probably too early to say, but this experiment with the glycerin and the essential oil is looking to be pretty successful. One thing you got to remember though, and you were wondering about this, how much essential oil can you use? You have to be really careful with essential oils. And even though the glycerin is probably fine for your skin at just about any amount, putting too much into a shaving lather can possibly kill it. At least that's what you've read online. So basically, just putting a few drops in is probably enough. That's what you decided. And this actually feels really good. Also, since you've been using this razor for a while, shaving almost daily, you've learned a bit more about how your beard actually grows on your face. And you've been changing up the shaving pattern here based on what feels best. You kind of did a little bit of a beard mapping at some point and figured out that, you know, on your neck and your cheeks, the hair kind of grows sideways. Whereas in the middle of your face and your neck, it kind of grows mostly upwards. And also under your sideburns, it grows mostly upwards. So you've switched up your shaving pattern a bit, and since you're shaving almost every day, you kind of decided you don't really need to do 3 full passes every time. So you've kind of settled into a pattern of doing 2 passes plus some touch-ups at the end. I mean, it's not like you're getting a lot of irritation with this razor, but, why push it? If you can get a good shave in 2 passes plus a couple touch-ups at the end, it's not really worth going for that 3rd pass. And by this point, you're not really chasing a baby butt smooth shave anymore, because it really doesn't. I mean, yeah, it feels good, but it just increases your chances of, getting some irritation. And it really doesn't save you any time on your next shave. You've kind of settled into a bit of a steady state where you shave 2 passes plus touch-ups every day, and you're getting a really good shave every time. And by the way, this lather is actually working out really well. What this Nivea cream really needed was extra slickness, and that glycerin provided it. As for what the chamomile's providing, it's hard to say. You can't tell right now. It might be, helping prevent any kind of irritation if you were going to get it, but you're probably not. And maybe if you were to go a little too aggressive at some point and get a nick or weeper or something, which could happen anyway, even if you aren't going very aggressively, maybe the chamomile will help with, healing that. You're not a doctor, you're not a dermatologist, so you can't say these things for sure. But there is peer-reviewed medical research out there talking about the virtues of chamomile essential oil, especially the blue one, which is the German chamomile. Its benefits for skincare, right? With wound healing and taking care of irritation, that kind of thing. So as long as you don't use too much of it, you're probably going to be fine. At least that's what you tell yourself. But, comparing this shave with this experimental mix of shaving cream to the last time you used this shaving cream, it's like night and day. It really is. This is so much better. There's so much more slickness while you're shaving. There's so much more residual slickness. Like you don't even need to put more cream on to do your cleanup, or touch up your sideburns, for instance. Well, that's also helped by the fact that this razor is extremely mild and the blade is really smooth. And so now you can call this 2nd pass pretty much done. All you got to do now is kind of rinse off, feel your face, and decide where you want to do some touch-ups. So put some more lather on and just take care of those spots where you feel like you could use a little extra work. You're not going for baby butt smooth, but you're definitely going after a dang fine shave, right? So a little bit of extra work on these spots, that'll get you there. And it makes you feel better, and it lets you shave a little longer. Because at this point, shaving has it's no longer just like this daily chore. It's somehow become something more than that. You're actually enjoying it somehow. And you actually look forward to shaving, which, I mean, you think back to when you were using cartridges, or sometimes disposables, and the irritation and ingrown hairs and just spending all that money. This is just so much better. You get to be clean shaven every day without ill effect, right? No irritation, no pain, right? So this is something you started doing too, is just checking the quality of the lather at the end. I mean, not that it makes a lot of difference during this shave, which was really good, but if you have a bad shave, it might be able to tell you why. Now here's a Nivea product that you actually like. Post-shave cooling balm. Feels nice going on, leaves your face feeling good afterwards. Anyway, if you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And here are the 5 rules of shaving. 1 blade. No pressure. Quality lather. Deft hand. Be smart. This is the way. Bye-bye.